Taurus, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, and I'm here to do a reading for you. This is going to be for the full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to look at your house, which is opposing the Scorpio full moon, lunar eclipse energy. And we're going to look at the house that's squaring it, which is Saturn and Aquarius. So I'm going to pull 2 cards for each house. And we're going to take a look at what's going on in each house and what some of, what you may experience or some of the things you may need to look out for during this lunar eclipse, a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. All right, so this is a general read for you, Taurus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Now, if you didn't see the video that I did for you for the Taurus North Node, you definitely want to check that out, okay? This is going to be for the Scorpio South Node. The collective is under the influences of the Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node. We're in between the eclipses at this time of this reading. We just got done with the partial solar eclipse, okay, in the new moon in Taurus. So now we are dealing with the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, where the South Node is. So the overall energy for the spread here for you is the the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, this could be an energy of, well, let's just see what's going on first. I don't want to just ramble off energies. I'd rather just be exact. So let's take a look at what's going on in your house. So right now we have the Queen of Swords and the major arcana of the Justice energy. Okay, so double Libra energy. So in your house, what we're looking at is, it's interesting because this is like your Scorpio house. Your Scorpio is your 7th house, your house of partnerships. But in your house right now here, what we're dealing with is the Queen of Sword energy and the Justice energy. So we're looking at, the queens represent your emotions and feelings. So I feel like you want balance, you want fairness, you want justice, right? And I feel like you're going to get that karmically. All right, so that is due to you, that is owed to you, especially if you are someone who closed out karmic cycles, okay? So you closing out karmic cycles is what you were experiencing or what you were going through in your Taurus house, because with the solar eclipse there and the partial solar eclipse and the new moon, eclipses period are energies of cutting things out that no longer serve you. So for a lot of you, you have karmic connections that you've been cutting out right and left, or you've been in the energy where you've been thinking about the karmic connections you need to cut out, okay? Now, what's agitating that? What's agitating that is the 5 of Sword energy in reverse and the 10 of Sword energy in reverse. We have 15 swords in reverse. So the number 15 major arcana is the Tower energy. Okay, with the Tower energy in reverse, in reference to sword energy here, this is avoiding conflict, avoiding arguments, avoiding being deceived, avoiding being manipulated, avoiding being played with. Okay, so this is what's squaring this energy. So if you want to avoid to continue to be betrayed, if you're done being betrayed, you're done playing games with people, you're done being manipulated, you're done being in situations where there's no way you're going to win with these people, this is what this energy represents with the 10 of Swords reverse and the 5 of Swords reverse. So this energy here in your Aquarius house, your Saturn house, is what's agitating or putting you in a position where you are ready to cut karmic ties. Okay, because you've already learned these lessons. These people have already betrayed you. They've already played with you. You know who these people are. So you know who it is that you need to cut off and who you need to serve karmic justice to by doing just that, by cutting these people off. Now let's talk about what could be opposing your first house energy. This is the Scorpio South Node. Now we have the 9 of Cup energy in reverse there and the 3 of Pentacles. So what's stopping you from cutting these people off, or what could be getting in your way? What's opposing that energy? The 9 of Cup energy in reverse. And you, this is basically you wanting to forgive and wanting to work a situation out with someone. Okay, you wanting to let bygones be bygones. And say, you know what, I know you hurt me, but, let's try to work it out. Maybe we can try to work it out. And see, That's where the toxic energy comes from, because we're dealing with the South Node in Scorpio. So for you, that's going to be toxic energy. That's in your partnership house, your house of relationships, your seventh house. So what's going on is you, despite not being happy in these connections, you still stay and try to work these things out. This could be in a work environment as well. Okay. So you wanting to work these things out is opposing you cutting these relationships off and getting karmic justice. Now, what could be agitating your 12th house? I mean, your 7th house, which is where Scorpio is, the South Node. What's agitating this toxic energy? Again, the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is a tower energy here. All right. A tower energy, as in, you want to avoid future manipulation. You want to avoid, because this is what's going to come if you continue to try to work things out with these people. These cycles are just going to be, you're just going to continue to be agitated by this energy, and it's just going to push you to continue to move forward with cutting these people out. Now, the interesting thing is we got Mercury Retrograde coming up. We're already in the energies, to be honest. Those energies are going to be around until maybe the middle of June. I know people are going to be in the comments, no, it ends June 2nd. Well, if you understand astrology, you know those energies linger for another 2 weeks after that particular date, right? So we'll be dealing with these post-shadow energies of the Mercury retrograde well into the middle of June. The thing is the Mercury retrograde energy is going to make you look back at what's been going on, some of the connections you were in, and it's in Gemini. So Mercury in Gemini is all about thoughts. It's all about the thought process. It's not about emotion. It's all about thoughts, okay, and what went down. Now, the thing is this Scorpio energy is toxic, okay? The way you've been handling relationships in the past is going to keep you in these toxic relationships where you're not happy, but you're still working on a relationship. You're still participating, okay? So what you need to do is come up out of this Scorpio toxic energy, tap into your North Node energy, close out these karmic cycles, get your karmic justice, and until you do, you're going to continue to deal with deceit. You're going to continue to deal with betrayal. You're going to continue to be in situations where, with the Five of Swords in reverse, this is an energy of you will not win, no matter what you do, because you are supposed to learn from these lessons and cut them off. Now, like I was saying with Mercury retrograde, if you decide to go back and try to work these things out with these people that you're supposed to cut off and end things with, what's going to happen is these lessons are just going to be repeated over and over. It's like running into a brick wall. You run into the brick wall, you get up, damn, that hurt, and you keep going running into the brick wall. You keep banging your head into the brick wall. What's going to happen? Eventually you're going to pass the hell out, or you're going to, you're going to pass the hell out. Like, what else is going to happen? Or you're going to have a serious concussion. You're going to go into a coma. These people are not going to change. They're not supposed to. You're supposed to change. That's why they were put in your life, to help you change. And until you recognize that, you're going to continue to deal with this toxic energy. So this Knight of Pentacles, now that we've looked at the cards, what does this represent? This Knight of Pentacles, this is Virgo energy. The Virgo energy is an energy of, how can I fix this? Because Virgo is the energy of wanting to fix, wanting to be of service. How can I help? Who are you trying to help, though? That is the question. You're trying to help yourself? Or you're trying to help these people continue to shit on you and do you dirty? Who are you trying to help? Right? This also represents the energy of, maybe getting it through your thick skull. It may have taken you a moment or two. Like I said, you may have bumped your head a couple times with these people. I mean, you got a lot of swords here in reverse. So there's a lot of shit that you have let go and decided, okay, I'm not happy, but let's try to work it out. Like every time there's a sword here, you've done that with these same people. And it's in all aspects of your life, because it's in the 7th house, which is all types of relationships. So you've done this in the friendship department. You've done this in the intimate lover department. You may have done this with, family members that you have a karmic tie to. Okay, so you have to examine all of your relationships moving forward and look at, okay, what's going on and why am I unhappy? And if somebody mentions a person's name and you automatically just cringe, like pay attention to the energy you feel when you think about this person's name. Just say their name and how do you feel? If you feel any sort of way, then you got some unresolved issues with this person. You need to communicate with them, let them know what's going on. If you don't see a change or they deceive you again, cut them off. Get your karmic justice. If you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to be good. Okay, because and also your financial situation is going to get better, because with earth signs, once you close out karmic partnerships, you're going to you're going to be able to manifest. Taurus, you're one of the best manifestors in the zodiac because your opposite polarity is Scorpio. Scorpio is a manifester as well, financial manifester. So you have to learn to use the energies in your chart to benefit you. Now it may take you some time to do this. But for some of you, you already know that you got to put a plan in place. Some of you, it may take you some time to get away from these relationships, or you have to put in a situation, you have to put in place a plan, okay? Because it's not like you can just up and bounce. For some of you, you may have financial difficulties, or you may be leaning on these circumstances and situations financially. And so as a result, you have to do something else to get out of them. You know, it may take you some time. But a plan is needed, right? So, and in the meantime, sometimes what happens is you start putting this plan in place, and then these people woo you back in, you know, and then they play you again. It's like a vicious cycle. Let's take a look at the top 5 cards. So we got the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Empress, and the Magician. So yeah, it's going to take you some time to get over these situations. For some of you, it's family members with the Chariot energy. Some of you, you know, you may live with someone and it's going to take you some time to save money to get your money up so that you can move on. Now with the Six of Wands in reverse, the Empress energy, and then the Magician energy. I feel like with this Six of Wands energy in reverse, this is an energy of you realizing that you can't win with these people. With the Six of Wands in reverse, that's also the Five of Swords in reverse. There's similar energies in that respect. You're not going to win with these people, okay? With the Empress energy here, there's no growth here, okay? With the Six of Wands in reverse, and this could be material gain. People could be keeping you around for material gain, or you're staying in connections for material gain, okay? Some of you could be staying in relationships, marriages, because of the financial convenience. And with this Mercury energy here, especially with Mercury going in retrograde, you're going to actually have to look at the situation, or the best way for you to decide what to do is to look at it without emotion. Look at it for what it is. Accept it for what it is. Mercury is the energy of processing your thoughts, okay? It's also about your thought process. How do you look at things? Why do you look at them the way that they do? Why does it take you longer to learn something than it might take someone else? Or why do you learn it quickly and somebody else takes forever? So you're going to be examining your thought process when Mercury's in retrograde. Why didn't you see this beforehand? Why did you ignore the red flags? Why didn't you move away after this happened? And once this person deceived you, how long did it take you before you took them back? And what did they have to do to you to pacify you? What did they have to do or say to pacify you to get back into your good graces? These are the things that you're going to be thinking about during Mercury retrograde. All right? And that should propel you to put you in a position where you cut these people off and get your karmic justice. All right? So, I think that's all I want to do with this. Yeah, let's pull one oracle card, and we'll wrap it up. So the Scorpio South Node energy for you, for all of us, the Scorpio South Node energy that we're going to be in, depending on what house it's in. For you, it's in your house of partnerships. It's you having to come out of some toxic, because Scorpio energy is all about your energy intertwined with someone else's, okay? Your energy intertwined with someone else's via sex, via the psychological aspects of that, the power struggles, the power dynamics between you and these people, and the fact that these relationships are toxic. So some of you may be in relationships where you're with people because they look good, they smell good, the sex is good, but these relationships are toxic to your every inch of your well-being, right? And you have to come up out of them. You have to realize, okay, everything that look good ain't. One too many, just one. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna just take this top one. What'd I tell you? All these relationships, you know which ones they are. For some of you, it's more than one. You already know what it is. Now it's just a matter of you doing something about it. That's what I got for you, Taurus, for your Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse reading with the South Node in your 7th house. I hope all is well with you guys. Thank you for checking out the video. If you need a personal reach out, I do have discounts going on for various Taurus placements up until the day of Gemini season. So if you want a discounted rate, you can take a look at the community tab, or you can reach out. My information is in the box below. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. And make sure you hit that like button and let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. Let me know how. If it doesn't resonate, no need for us to discuss. No need for us to talk about it. It's not going to resonate with everybody, okay? So with that being said, I send you peace and blessings. Thanks for checking out the channel.